if you are a beginner yet want to do block printing like a professional, then keep watching. Hi, thanks for stopping by and welcome. My channel, Letsartify, is about Indian fabric art, and today, yes, you already know, we would learn to block print like a pro. My client wanted a glamorous dupatta to match this kurta fabric. So I started outright with a katan silk blend dupatta and started with the measurement. Now I'm making 45-degree angle at the corners so that when I make a border, it matches exactly corner to corner and there is no overlapping or gaps left in the corner. I also measure the central portion and mark it because apart from the border, I also want a portion in the center to be printed with jal pattern. It would be appropriate if I show you that on a paper. What is my scheme of printing for today? Suppose this is my dupatta and it has blue borders on all the four sides, just like this. I want to print a border alongside the blue border. So the portion that I'm making with black is the portion which I will print using blocks. Apart from that, I want some amount of pattern to be shown in the central part of the dupatta as well. So I'm making a rectangular box. Inside that will be jal printing. Then apart from this, there'll be 3 buttas on each side of the jal, just like so. Things that we would need are blocks and some old newspapers. We need foam and a flat tray. We need binder, fixer, color and medium. So first we mix medium along with binder because the binder is quite thick. To liquefy it we need medium. Now I'm putting fixer and giving it a good stir. After that I'll add the pigment. So for outlining I'm using black color. This black color together with the fixer, binder and the medium should be mixed thoroughly. What are we supposed to do? The color is ready. We'll take a spoonful of color, spread it on the foam, then put the block over the color and then stamp it wherever we want it. Okay, so I'm using the border block and this is how I had made the border on all sides of the dupatta. Now I'm printing the central jal portion. For that I have used 6 by 6 inch jal block. As you can see that I do not need the entire jal for the second print. So I have put the newspaper wherever it is not required. Okay, so you know I had already marked the box, central rectangular box. So I am putting the newspaper on the outline and I just have got the jal as per the required size. So this is how the outline of the jal is made. This is the interior rectangular portion of the dupatta. So as you can see, there are 3 blocks. All these 3 belong to the same set. Now this one is the outline block. First we have to stamp this and then out of these two, either of the two we can use. So for the stem I would be using gray color and this is the color that I'll be stamping first. And for the navy blue, like I have flowers and leaves, so navy blue will be this one will be navy blue portion. So that is how I plan to do it. Alright, now how do we stamp the second block so that it fits inside the first one? This is my first block and suppose this is my second one. So first I'll stamp the outline and now I want the gray color or whatever color I'm taking to fall inside the outline. Now what will I do? First I will stamp this and while I am stamping this one, I will look into the design for certain points. Like if you can notice this portion here, this curve here, this corner I'll match with this corner, this curve like feature over here. And on this side, if you can see, let me focus. Okay, so you can see over here that this is the leaf over here
and I'll see this design in the outline on the cloth, and then I'll try to match this particular leaf exactly at the same position. Now if I match this point and this particular point on this pattern, then I need not match any other point. All the points will fall in place, and so the design will come inside the outline. The colors that I put in this block will fill inside this outline on its own, but I have to match the 2 points, this corner and this corner. So it can be any 2 points, it can be that way also. So diagonally, if we match these 2 points, all the other points will fall in its place. Similarly, the same thing I'll have to look for in this third block. Okay, so once I have done the stem, I will have to look for the points which I can match from the outline in this block. So I can see over here there are 2 leaves. The corner of these 2 leaves can be matched and it can be put. On the other hand, if I see over here this corner, these are the portions which I can match. I can match this flower over here with this particular point. So this is how I'm going to do it.
I'm showing you how I fill the second color, that is gray, inside the outline. At present I am doing the border. With the border block I am filling the stems with gray color. You can also see the central rectangular portion where gray has already been done. So very carefully I match the points and stamp it exactly where it is needed. Now the third color is navy blue, so I mix the pigment, binder, fixer and little bit of medium. Then I start stamping for the third time using the third block. The navy blue color is here. You can see the central panel, some amount of it I have done. Then I am doing this for you once again. Very carefully I match the points, stamp it and then I lift it straight vertically up. So this is how the color gets filled, exactly where you need it. Okay, now the rectangular portion has come to an end and I don't need the entire block to be printed, so I use the newspaper and a very neat rectangular shape is there. Okay, it is also noticed that apart from the floral patterns, if we use geometric patterns, then it gives a very beautiful look. It enhances the beauty. Rather than using all floral blocks, it is always advisable that you mix the geometrical block alongside the floral block, so it looks better. So this is how I am doing the border alongside the rectangular portion, and remember, it gave a very put together look. Then final block is this buta, this ambi shaped buta. This I'm printing 3 stamps on either side of the rectangle, and then I do not have the colors to be filled inside it. I do not have the block actually to fill the colors, so I'm doing it with brush, gray and navy blue again. So as you can see, very carefully, little by little, it is just the same color, the block printing color that I had made using binder, fixer, medium and the pigment. The same thing, I am just using the brush, and instead of a block I am filling the required area with brush and color. So this is the gray portion that has been done. Now I will do navy blue. Very carefully, each and every portion has to be filled with gray and then navy blue. So some amount of navy blue I had already done. Now remaining portion I am showing you. This is 3x time faster. You have to do it very carefully and slowly if you are doing it for the first time. So my printing is done. This is the final look. I have kept it to dry. After it dries completely, I'll keep it in the sunlight for minimum 3 days. Then I'll iron it from backside. It's a good practice that as soon as the printing job is done, we should not wash the block printed cloth. It should be kept for 3 months at least before it is washed for the first time. I hope you found this presentation informative and interesting. And if you did, kindly subscribe, like, and share for motivation. Thanks for watching and thank you for your time.